Hey everyone, and welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to be talking about Ikigai.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is. I think a lot of people have heard about it,
Mm-hmm.
but we're really going to dive deep, like the name of the show suggests, into Ikigai, and
Yeah.
we're going to really kind of unpack what it is. We've got some really cool sources today.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some excerpts from Wikipedia,
Okay.
and then a really interesting Reddit thread where
Cool.
people are talking about what Ikigai means to them.
Awesome.
So yeah, I think it's going to be a really fascinating deep dive.
I'm excited.
So Ikigai, this Japanese concept,
Yeah.
it's all about finding your reason for being,
It's a good one.
your reason for getting up in the morning. And it's really interesting because it's believed to be connected to happiness and longevity.
Especially in Okinawa, Japan.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. These people are known for living really long and healthy lives.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people think that Ikigai plays a big role in that.
Yeah, I think there's something to it for sure.
So let's kind of unpack this a little bit more. What exactly does Ikigai mean?
Well, the word itself, it's pretty simple.
Okay.
Iki means life,
Okay.
and kai means reason.
So reason for life.
Exactly. So literally your reason for being.
I see.
But it's so much more than like just a job
Right.
or a hobby.
Okay.
It's about finding that purpose in like every aspect of your existence.
So it's not just about finding a dream career.
Right.
It's about finding a dream life.
Exactly. And there's this great example in Okinawa.
Yeah.
They have this concept called moai.
Okay.
And these are basically close-knit social groups.
Okay.
And they provide like this incredible sense of belonging and support.
Like a built-in best friend group.
It's like your chosen family.
I like that.
Your confidants, your cheerleaders.
And they help you kind of navigate all the ups and downs of life.
Exactly. And research shows that these moai, they actually contribute to their well-being and longevity.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is.
So that really highlights the importance of social connection and finding purpose.
Yeah.
But you mentioned that Ikigai isn't always sunshine and roses.
Well, that's true. Ikigai can manifest in some like less positive ways too.
Really?
Yeah. So a Japanese psychologist, Katsuya Inoue, he actually categorized Ikigai into 3 different types:
What are those?
social, non-social, and antisocial.
Oh, antisocial Ikigai. What's that?
Yeah, so social is what we've been talking about.
The positive, community-driven kind.
Exactly. Non-social is more internal.
Okay.
Like imagine a monk finding purpose in solitude
Right.
and their spiritual practice.
Okay.
So they're not really engaged in social activities,
Right.
but their life still has meaning.
Okay.
And then antisocial.
This is the ominous one.
It can be. It's when people find purpose in things that could harm others
Oh, wow.
or like go against social norms.
I see.
It's definitely a more complex and ethically challenging aspect of the concept.
Okay, so that's something to think about. But for this deep dive, we'll focus on the more positive,
Such a good.
the more fulfilling sides of Ikigai. So let's talk about something that I think a lot of people have seen,
Okay.
the Ikigai diagram.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of become like a
Mm.
visual shorthand for this whole concept.
Yes.
It's the one with the 4 overlapping circles.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that really what Ikigai is all about?
I think the diagram is a popular tool, especially in the West.
Okay.
It can be helpful for understanding the basics,
Okay.
but it can also be a little bit of an oversimplification.
Okay, so it's not just about finding that one
Yeah.
perfect intersection.
Yeah, exactly. That magical sweet spot where everything aligns perfectly.
So it's more about the journey than the destination.
Exactly. But the diagram can be a good starting point
Okay.
for exploring your own Ikigai.
So let's break down the 4 circles then.
Okay.
So we've got passion,
Yes.
the things that light you up,
Mhm.
what makes you lose track of time. Then we've got vocation,
Yes.
which represents your skills and talents.
The things you're good at.
Yeah, what you're naturally good at.
Yeah.
And then there's mission,
Mm-hmm.
which is about the world's needs.
Yeah, what are the problems you want to solve? What are you passionate about changing or improving?
And then finally we have profession,
Yeah,
which is about how you earn a living.
right. Your job. So the idea is that your true Ikigai
Okay.
lies at the intersection of all 4.
Okay, so where all of those things.
Exactly, where your passion, vocation, mission, and profession
Okay,
all come together.
got it.
But as we said, it's not always that simple.
Right.
Finding that sweet spot can be a lifelong process.
It's like a puzzle where the pieces are always changing.
It is. But the journey itself can be incredibly rewarding.
Yeah, I can see that. It's about understanding yourself better,
Absolutely.
figuring out what really matters, and then how you can contribute to the world. So how do we even begin to unpack all of this?
Well, the calm block. Okay. They have some great advice. They suggest starting with mindfulness.
Mindfulness,
Yeah.
being present, paying attention to what brings you joy,
Oh.
like those moments when you feel truly alive. It's about tuning in to your own internal compass.
That sounds great in theory. But how do we actually, be more mindful in our daily lives?
Well, it's about slowing down,
Okay.
noticing the small things,
Yeah.
paying attention to how you feel throughout the day.
So, what energizes you? What drains you?
Yeah, exactly. When do you feel most at ease?
Okay. So it's about, instead of just rushing through life on autopilot,
Right.
actually being aware of, what's happening around us and within us.
Exactly. It's about cultivating that inner awareness.
I see.
And then from there, you can start to think about your passions,
Yeah, okay.
your strengths. What are you naturally drawn to? What comes easily to you?
Okay.
What have you always loved doing, even if it seems silly or insignificant?
Like that one Reddit user who found their Ikigai through K-pop.
Exactly.
Oh.
It wasn't a traditional career path.
Right. But it brought them so much joy and connection.
So Ikigai isn't always about, these grand achievements or prestigious titles.
Exactly.
It can be found in really simple things.
It can. The things that make your heart sing.
That makes me think about the mission part of the Ikigai diagram.
Okay.
How do we figure out what the world needs and how our passions and skills can connect with that?
That's a great question. It's about looking beyond yourself. Considering the bigger picture,
Okay.
what problems or issues really resonate with you? What do you feel passionate about changing or improving?
It could be anything.
It could.
Environmental sustainability, animal welfare, supporting local businesses.
There are so many ways to make a difference,
Yeah.
both big and small.
So it's about finding where your passions and the world's needs intersect.
Exactly.
But then how does the profession element fit into all of this?
Right.
Does finding your Ikigai mean you have to quit your job?
No, not necessarily. Some people might find that their Ikigai aligns with their current profession, but for others, okay.
It might mean exploring new possibilities.
So, within their existing field,
Yes,
or branching out into something totally new.
exactly.
So it could involve taking on new challenges at work,
It could, pursuing additional training or education.
or even starting a side hustle
Yes.
that aligns with their passions.
Exactly. The key is to be open to exploring different options
Okay.
and finding ways to incorporate your Ikigai into your professional life.
Whether it's through your primary job or through other avenues.
Right.
This whole conversation reminds me of something
Okay.
that came up in the Reddit discussion. Someone asked,
Yeah.
isn't the Ikigai diagram a bit too focused on work?
That's a good point.
Oh,
What about finding purpose outside of our careers?
exactly.
And that highlights the fact that Ikigai really encompasses all aspects of our lives.
Not just our work.
Not just work.
Okay.
It's about finding purpose and fulfillment in our relationships,
Okay.
our hobbies, our personal growth.
Everything.
So even if you haven't found your dream job,
Right.
you can still experience Ikigai
You absolutely can.
through your passions, your connections with loved ones,
Yeah.
your contributions to your community.
Exactly. Ikigai is about cultivating a life that feels meaningful and joyful on multiple levels.
That's reassuring. It takes the
Right.
pressure off
It does.
of having to find that one perfect job or career path.
It really does. And it opens up the possibility of finding Ikigai in unexpected places,
Okay.
even in the midst of our everyday routines.
All this talk about finding purpose and meaning,
Yeah.
it's really inspiring.
Yeah.
But it can also feel a little daunting.
It can.
What if we don't even know where to start? What if we're feeling lost or uncertain?
That's completely understandable. Remember, finding your Ikigai is a journey,
Okay.
not a destination. It's a process
Okay.
of exploration and discovery. That takes time, patience, and self-compassion.
It's like navigating a winding path through a forest.
I love that analogy. We might not know exactly where we're going, but each step will lead us closer.
Closer to our destination.
Exactly.
And along the way, we can enjoy the scenery.
Yes. Appreciate the unexpected discoveries and learn from the challenges.
Right. And we don't have to do it alone.
We don't.
There's so many resources available.
There are.
Books, articles, online communities, even therapists or coaches who specialize in this.
Absolutely.
Remember those moai we were talking about?
Yes. Having a support system is crucial.
Yeah.
It makes a world of difference.
It's like having a team of cheerleaders and guides
Exactly.
who can offer encouragement,
Yeah.
insights, a fresh perspective
Mm-hmm.
when you're feeling stuck.
Absolutely.
And don't be afraid to experiment.
Don't be.
Try new things. Step outside of your comfort zone.
You never know what you might discover.
This whole exploration of Ikigai has really highlighted the importance of self-discovery
It has.
and personal growth.
Absolutely.
It's not just about finding a job or a hobby. It's about understanding ourselves.
On a deeper level, living a life that aligns with our values and passions.
It's about embracing the journey
Yes.
with all its twists and turns and allowing our sense of purpose to evolve
I love that.
and grow along with us.
And one of the most powerful lessons from the Okinawans
Yeah.
is that they really focus on finding contentment and happiness in the present moment,
Okay.
regardless of their external circumstances.
That reminds me of a quote
Yeah.
from the Red discussion. Someone said, happiness is not a destination. It's a way of traveling.
That's beautiful.
It's about appreciating the beauty and meaning in those everyday moments rather than constantly striving for some future state of bliss.
I love that.
So it's about cultivating gratitude,
Yes.
embracing the simple pleasures, and finding those sparks of joy in the midst of the ordinary.
Exactly.
And that brings us to an important question.
Okay.
How do we actually take what we've learned about Ikigai and apply it to our own lives? What are some practical steps that we can take to keep exploring and cultivating our own sense of purpose?
That's a great question, and one we'll delve into as we continue our deep dive into Ikigai.
Stay with us. Okay, so we've talked about what Ikigai means. We've explored the different parts of it and even touched on some of those maybe less positive aspects.
Right.
But how do we actually make this a part of our lives?
Yeah.
It feels kind of big.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. It can feel overwhelming.
Yeah.
But remember, you don't have to do it all at once.
Yeah.
It's not about like this huge overnight transformation.
Okay.
It's about those small steps
Okay.
that you take day by day.
Baby steps.
Exactly. Like think of it like a garden.
Okay.
You don't just plant a seed and expect a flower the next day.
Right.
It takes time,
Okay.
nurturing patience.
So where do we even plant those seeds?
Well, think back to what really resonated with you from this deep dive.
Okay.
What were you most curious about? Was it the moai, the community aspect?
I think that's what really stood out to me.
Yeah.
Those Okinawan moeing, having that strong support system seems really important
It is.
for living a long and happy life.
And you can start building that right now.
Okay.
Connect with your friends and family more deeply.
Okay.
Join a group that shares your interests. Volunteer for a cause you're passionate about.
So it's not just about the activities.
Right.
It's also about the connections
Exactly.
that give life meaning.
And if you're interested in exploring Ikigai outside of work, start brainstorming activities that bring you joy.
Okay.
And don't worry about whether they're practical or not.
So just things that we love to do.
Yeah, like painting, gardening, writing.
Learning a new language.
Exactly.
It's like giving ourselves permission to play again.
It is rediscovering those things we might have forgotten about.
And maybe those passions could even turn into something more.
They could.
Like a side hustle or even a career change.
Exactly.
I love how Ikigai encourages us to see life as this journey of exploration.
Me too. It's not about having everything figured out right now.
Yeah.
It's about embracing the unknown.
And it takes the pressure off,
It does.
having to know exactly what we want to do with our lives.
Exactly.
It's a constant evolution,
It is.
this dance between our inner world and the world around us.
I like that.
It's a beautiful way to think about it. So as we continue this dance, we need to remember that we're not alone.
We're not.
We can lean on our support system, seek out those resources that speak to us, and be patient with ourselves.
Yes, patience is key.
This deep dive has been amazing. We've learned so much.
We have.
Ikigai is more than just a job. It's about finding purpose and joy in everything, our connections, our passions, and appreciating the present moment.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
So we hope this has inspired you to start exploring your own Ikigai. And remember, it's a journey, not a race. Be patient with yourself and enjoy the process. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives. Until next time, keep exploring and keep diving deep.